Yo, yo, yo. It's Thursday night. The boys are back. Reverse Polarity. I'm your boy High Five Vega, joined as always by Dean Bayette, the man who is behind the scenes of Smash Force Productions.
I
And
mean, I'd like to be further behind the scenes, but I just don't think that's in the cards.
no, it's not. And I would argue behind the scenes of every clean wired build that you see today.
I don't know about that.
Dude, I got to, man, it is every SQ build I see now is a
Really?
clean wire SQ build.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
I mean, they have an excessive amount of wire.
Right. Well,
So,
let's be honest. SQ competitors are excessive people.
yes.
I would say, Brian Mitchell would probably even agree with that.
Yeah, who knows? He's crazy anyway. So, you know,
Uh,
yeah, I felt bad. It's because obviously I was traveling last week, and I brought the podcast with me on my laptop to post it, but never, just totally forgot
slipped
about
your
it.
mind.
Yeah, because I think Sunday night we stayed late Sunday night, and so it was like it was a really like we went. So typically in Mobile Solutions, when you're there for a class, you get there, class starts at 8:30, and people start rolling in about 8 o'clock. We roll in about 7:30, 7:45, so somewhere in there. Um, and then class ends typically somewhere between 5:30 and 7. It's not like a hard out. It's just, sometime between then, depending on how it's going. And then, we clean up, or some guys stay and clean up, and then it's dinner. So it's like everyone leaves. Um, we go get some dinner, and normally drop off at the hotel. You're done by 10:30. Stand outside, talk for a half hour or so, and then you're in bed by like 11:30. It's like then you're up again at 6. Um, but sometimes, it's like, hey, I really need to get some homework done. So
Yeah.
you go out to eat, and then you go back, and you get some project, something ready for tomorrow and whatnot. And so I think Sunday night was the night we had to do that. We had to build I got tasked with building a vacuum machine to the project they were making were boxes and were side panels, and you could paint it, you could vinyl it, you could 3M vinyl it, and if you're going to 3M vinyl it, he likes to do these little vacuum forms
Yeah.
that you stick the vinyl on, you heat it up, and hit the vacuum, and it sucks it right onto it. So you make this cool little tray out of acrylic. And so he's like, we need a right and a left. Okay. So I did that instead of thinking about the podcast.
Hey.
Oh, it was my bad. And then I got home and I was like, Tuesday night, I was like, oh, totally forgot a podcast. And then I fell asleep.
Hey, now you got one banked.
Yeah, we're okay. We
Yeah.
got a couple,
There you
but
go.
I felt bad because we actually like went one night just to get it done, so I wouldn't have to not do it, and then I totally forgot. It's like, son of a bitch. Oh well. I
That's
mean,
how it goes when you travel.
yeah. I mean,
Part of
and
it.
it's funny too because like I was thinking about that. Like when I travel, the rest of the world doesn't mean shit. Like
Yeah.
I have no idea what is going on in the world when you travel.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like no idea what's happening. I don't know. Because
It's whether it's work, vacation, doesn't matter. I'm the same way.
yeah,
Once you're gone, like you're gone, and you may check in here and there, but you're out doing whatever you're doing.
yeah. Well, I mean, because yeah, especially that because you it's like the only thing that matters is the timetable.
Yeah.
It's like how much time do we have? When do we have to get it done by? What do I have to do today? And it's just structured like that. And you're in this bubble of doing and getting stuff done that you just don't think about like anything. Like I have to remind myself to call the girls, and
Yeah.
then it's 3 hours difference. So it's like, oh crap, it's 5 o'clock. Oh, it's 8 o'clock there. Oh man, what are they doing? I have no idea.
Yeah.
So hi. So, that's always the fun one. So, but yeah, other than that, it was fantastic. I had a great time.
Do you have
So,
any other stories to regale us with? Did anything interesting happen besides?
so we made that. So this was kind of the debut of the 1087 6-inch subwoofer that Sage, it sounds good, it was developing. It's their subwoofer, meaning it's not going to be for sale as an independent. They make a couple boxes that require a 6-inch subwoofer, and they've been using Sundown, they've been using American Bass, and it just got to the point to where it was like it was getting difficult to get subwoofers.
Yeah.
Manufacturers were having it's like, so Sage is always looking to control his own destiny. So they went and had somebody help them develop a 6-inch subwoofer. So they hired an engineer and all those other fun things, and which I can't tell you who they hired because he's sworn to secrecy. But so he donated one to everyone that attended. We built 2 into the enclosure. They fucking hammer. Like, dude, it was insanity. Like, it was crazy. They sounded so good in this Colorado Canyon, whatever, same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
They sounded so good. I mean, it was fantastic. But that was fun. That was fun to be part of that, because originally we were going to do 210s, and I'm like, no, we're not. We're doing your subwoofer. And he's like, no, man, we got to do these 210s, And I was like, no, 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 because when I got there Thursday night, I was about a half hour late because the flight got delayed, as always.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, I need some food. And so where you stay in Mesa is it's walking distance to Mobile Solutions, and then Rockford. Rockford, Mobile Solutions, right across the street from one another. And so there's a pizza place in the hotel parking lot. I was like, cool, I'm gonna go get a pizza. They close at 8:00.
Dude, that sounds like that's some Branson stuff right there.
Yeah.
That's what Branson does.
And I'm like, 8. I was like, they're like, do you have a pickup order? And I was like, no, I wanted a plate. Oh, sorry, we're closed. And I was like, so the hotel backs up to this huge mall complex where there's 50 restaurants, but you got to the hotel is up 25 feet up above that. There's a cliff off the back of the hotel, so you got to walk around it to get to it. So I start walking around, and it's 115. It's so hot, it's great. And I text Brian and say, hey, I just want to let you know I'm here. And he goes, oh, I'm still at the shop, you should come over. I was like, argh. So I turned around and went back the other way, and went to the shop. And
you should have texted back, is there anything to eat there?
I had an apple.
Oh, great.
That's good. But it was, so he had already built the box for the class project, and he's like, you should wire up the 8. He bought this little Dayton audio amplifier, little 3-way amplifier that has a sub out and a right and left. And so we hooked it all up, and we were jamming this thing. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. So that was a lot of fun. And of course, I'm texting pictures of it to Sage because he's not there yet. And he's like, what are you guys doing? I'm like, I'm playing your subwoofer. Ha ha. It's like, you suck.
That's funny.
So it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was just a really fun trip. The guys that went learned so much stuff. I mean, you had Wayne Harris was there, and he taught one day. He taught Term Lab, and then he was there for the whole thing. So he actually built the bot. He went through the class, so he learned all the He's like, I've never done anything like this before in my life. They're like, yeah. So he was there building the box, learning all the techniques. I had to do a class on something, on fabricate or design and 3D printing and lasering and shit like that. And he was asking all these questions, and it was pretty funny. And there was another gentleman there by the name of Gary Springe, who does
from the magazine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So he was there talking about, I don't know what, because I was busy when he was talking about it, but I'm assuming it was about subwoofer design and box design. And because that guy has a Klippel, he has a
that dude was like a legendary amp and
Yeah.
subwoofer reviewer back in the day.
Yeah, so he's got
Yeah.
all the stuff. He's
Mhm.
got an AP, he's got a dyno, he's got everything. And it's manufacturers this day still send him stuff to get the numbers on.
Yeah.
So that's a service he offers. But anyways, he was there talking about that. And then they had a display set up where they had they're like all the same Rockford like P2 subs, small sealed box, big sealed box, ported box, band pass, and same power. It was on a AB switcher, and so like the class could hear the difference because he just spent like 2 hours or 3 hours explaining to them how these boxes are designed and what to look for and all this other. And then he played the boxes for them so they could physically hear the difference between them. And it was really cool. Everyone was just like blown away with that. I was putting an amplifier in at the time, so I had no idea what he was doing.
I love AB listening. It's
Yeah.
it's fun. It's to me, maybe because I'm a speaker and subwoofer nerd, but I think it's fun to see if you can, especially if you have not been explained the differences between them, to see if you can tell the difference, and then someone later on telling you, hey, actually you might be hearing this or this in this different design. I think it's cool. It's good. It's
Yeah.
good learning.
Well, they had a blast. I mean, it was a lot of those guys' heads about exploded. I mean, there was just so much to talk about, and just it was crazy. I mean, it was crazy. And then like I had to wire the amplifier into this pickup truck, and so we brought an IRTA2, and we wired that into the vehicle so that we could show them playing pink noise. Here's what the factory EQ looks like. Here is what high passed radios look like. The difference between high passing the radio output from the factory, or does it have bass roll off, aka loudness? What does an all pass filter look like? How do you see it? Is there one where do we need to worry about it right now? So we were able to talk about all that in real time, and they could see it. And that was a first for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was a first for everybody in the room. And they were all just like, what the fuck? So there was that was pretty cool. So I mean, they were just exposed to so much stuff, and then they just built awesome projects. And then someone always asked the same thing: can anybody go? It's like, so this was the funny thing. So one guy that was there was this. He introduced himself as a CEO of a tech company that is getting ready to do restoration on some of his classic cars that he owns, and so he's here getting a refresher class. There was this other old retired gentleman that has been to probably 15 different classes. He's just old. He has money and he doesn't have anything else better to do. So he goes to Mobile Solutions to hang out and build shit.
Why not? I mean, if you listen, you got money, you got time now.
Yeah.
I mean, why not build cool stuff in your vehicles?
Yep. So he does that. And then there was a plethora of other people there. There was one guy that he literally builds a car a year. He builds this like Lincolns between X and Y, like 3 years. That's it.
Yeah.
He builds one a year, and he sells it at one of the Mecum auctions or one of those auction houses, and that's all he does. And so he was there, learning some better techniques on subwoofer enclosures and panels and all that other fun stuff. And it wasn't just car stereo guys. I mean, there was and that's just the three that pop in my head with my limited resources of memory. But it was neat because it was all walks of life, and some guys have been there before, some guys have never been there, and it's like, these guys now are friends for life. Like they've been through the trenches, they've been through the, the just like, yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool to watch these guys just develop and learn and help each other, and it's an experience like no other. You can't even put a price. You can put a price on it, but it's totally worth it.
Well, there's more than just. I think people think of, oh, we're just building boxes. Like, no, dude, you're doing upholstery, design. I mean, like for me, the box building I probably wouldn't be as psyched with that until we started getting to upholstery. They're showing you how to,
But see, that was the thing. This was a 5-sided box.
Oh, okay.
So this wasn't even like just 6 sides in a hole. This was a whole Like when you see the pictures from it, you'll be like, that's not even a normal box. Like,
Yeah.
and there again, Brian doesn't do anything easy. So there's 700 layers to it, and hell, just down to the carpet that he picked, it's like, even that was a bitch to work with. So, every technique that you learn building this simple enclosure is like so amazing. Like you learn so much stuff. Like it's ridiculous. Like his ability to pack so much education into a small form factor it's unbelievable. Like I just sit there and look at it. And it was funny because Dougie is always there. And this is the first project he's ever built. Like he's been to like, I think the last 19 in a row.
Wow.
Like he's missed one training because they're buddies. Like they're good friends. They both live in Arizona, and Doug helps out, and he's really nice. And he's like, I'm building this project. Screw that shit. He's like, this is the first project I've built, and I was like, wow, really? He goes, yeah, this thing is so awesome. I was like, I can see that. So it was cool. It was just a really fun experience. I learned a ton. Because I basically, I had my projects to do. Like, this is gonna sound silly. So Brian goes to me. He takes. There's a showroom. There's a wall that just has all the stuff on it that he sells, and it's like a marketing thing. And over in the corner, they start hanging up some of the shirts that he sells from the events. And he goes, this section here is killing Courtney. That's his daughter that is the manager. And he goes, what I really want is like those hanger things, like the full body hanger things. And I go, okay. He goes, can you make me one of those? And I go, yeah, of course. So one day I had to design hangers.
Yeah.
So you could slide the t-shirt over them, has the whole torso and stuff like that. And it was the funniest thing ever. So I'm like, I'm making the, it's like whatever they need, because we got lasers, we got 3D printers, we can do whatever we want. And
might as well. Did you put nipples on it?
What? No, I did not put nipples.
That would have been awesome.
I no, we all would have got the joke, but it wouldn't have worked. I put a Mobile Solutions logo on the collar. That was about as good as it gets.
That's funny.
But yeah, they were so excited. It was like, oh my God, you actually did it. I was like, you asked me to.
Yeah,
like, exactly. Why would I not do it? Like, duh.
Yeah, that's on the list to go to one day. I want to make it to one of theirs, and then their big event that they do.
Master Tech.
That's on the list, along with I still want to do a SQ judges class.
Oh yeah,
I think that'd be interesting. Not particularly to be like an SQ judge, but I mean that would be cool too eventually. But I just think it'd be cool to learn how they think. I've been to enough. I've heard enough SQ vehicles. I've been to enough competitions. I kind of have a basic understanding, but I'm sure they're much more finely tuned than me. I'm not sure I'm positive of it.
I don't know. That's always the weird thing. Once you dig into it and you're like, wait a minute, really? But
it's like I said on the last show, like I'm never sitting in my car with my eyes closed, head back, not once. But that's not to say I don't think it's cool. It's just it's different than the music I typically enjoy.
Right.
So
yeah. No, for sure. And honestly, I don't like most of the music they listen to in the SQ shit.
No, me neither.
Like it's like
when it gets played too much, and then there's like the whole Spanish Harlem thing that was like forever, and the Eagles Hell Freezes Over, the live version, and it's like it's like that was actually a great song until it just got played over and over.
Yeah, I still can't listen to it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, I've a lot of Mark Eldridge's demonstrations that I've listened to. They're really, really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure. I would like to go. I think the one training I'd like to go to is Eldridge's training. That's on my list of things to do.
That's the one I was thinking of specifically.
Yeah. I want to go to his training. Definitely want to go to his training at some point. Just find, I got to find time to do that, or at least be in the same, be able to go would be cool.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just in my back door. Like literally, I think he's closer to Tulsa than Stillwater.
Right.
Just like a couple hours away.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It's,
on the list.
yeah. For me, it's just finding time in the schedule to do it where like there's a hole. Whenever I have a hole, nobody's doing anything,
Yeah.
and then it's like all of a sudden everybody's doing something and you're like, Jesus Christ.
Well, I know for a fact you need to schedule kicker SQ at HQ next year.
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
actually for the first one, dude. I mean, I was thoroughly impressed.
Yeah.
And I can imagine they probably learned how they want to do it a little different or better, but there was something for everybody. It wasn't just a regular SQ show. They had breaks where people were hammering the SPL rides,
Right.
which brought other people in that typically wouldn't be at an SQ show. So
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah. Dino, I'm gonna blow your ears out with my air. Oh no. No, it was cool. It was cool. That truck sounded really nice too. Yeah, that was really nice. So yeah, so like my problem there again is always just trying to manage what we have going on with what we actually want to do.
Right.
There again, first part of the year is always crazy. The end of the year is always crazy. Like my November is already like almost. I don't even know. I think I might be gone more days than I'm going to work that month.
Wow.
Because we have SEMA, then I have a wedding, and then I have a vacation. I'm taking a Thanksgiving vacation for the
Oh,
first
wow.
time in my whole life.
Are you guys going on another cruise?
Yeah, we're doing an inaugural cruise of the new Disney ship
Oh, okay.
for Thanksgiving. Which there again, I have never taken any time off in Thanksgiving my whole life, and I'm like, you know what? Screw this shit. I'm doing it. So, but then I also have all those other things I have to do. So it's like, oh yeah, this is gonna suck. But I don't care.
Yeah. Hey.
I don't care. I'm good with it.
I need
You
to.
know?
SEMA is one of the only things I'd go to Vegas for again. I'm so burnt out on Vegas, but it depends
Vegas
on what you're
sucks.
doing. It's like last time we had the kids and they'd never been, so they wanted to walk and see everything, and it's
Yeah.
1,000,000 degrees in the middle of summer. But yeah,
Yeah. No, I'm gonna. So this year we'll go to SEMA. Rockford will have new product for 12 volt. They're announcing new product for motorcycle at the Sturgis, which is coming up the 1st of August.
yeah,
So they'll have all their new motorcycle stuff, which will not be the same stuff as the car audio stuff. So they're obviously announcing that first because that came first. And then we'll get car audio at SEMA. We don't have a final list of what will be released at SEMA and what will be released next, the following year.
yeah.
I think they realized how ambitious this project was, and so we'll just have to wait and see what comes and what doesn't, because the list is very long. Like there's a huge and that was the thing. I was like, why, like I get it, but let's slow it down, guys. So because it's huge. It's huge. I mean, they're literally redoing all their products,
Wow.
and so and then it's
Are they going
funny
to drop
too,
it all at once, or are they going to
no, there's no way they can.
I
There's
was
no way
just
they
going to say, yeah.
Yeah, there's no way they can. They're again, they were feeling very ambitious, and as time, once you get into the weeds and you're like, ooh, yeah, let's dial that back and give
Yeah.
it some more time. But so we have part of the list of what we'll be showing at SEMA, but it's not finalized yet. So, but it will be a lot of new car. So what
That,
part of
that's
the new car?
exciting.
Yeah, it will be cool. It'll be cool
Yeah,
because I
that's
mean, this will be
exciting.
the first, other than our prime stuff, this will be the first really nice, you know,
Yeah.
the LX amps and their kind of DSP are about as much as you'll get. It's not kicker,
Um,
bread and butter consumer. I don't know what you're talking
they're
about.
talking about Kicker getting the SPL, milking the SPL guys and SQ guys, which I think they're milking any of them. I don't think either one of those guys pay Kicker's bills. It's the guys that go into Walmart and buy an amp
Oh,
and a Kicker key or get a key
I can
installed.
tell you right now, Kicker is working on a DSP, 100%.
Yeah, no question.
100%. They're actually working on multiples, but that's a whole nother thing. But that's besides the point.
They're always working on something. What that's like the Rockford Fosgate. I've given them crap for not having new products for a long time, so it's good to see that. But also, they haven't had new products, like I've said before, because honestly, they were so far ahead of the curve. We
Well,
had,
yeah, I mean, obviously, all right. So manufacturers have limited resources they can spend on stuff, right? There's only so many people. There's only so much money. There's so much stuff. And at the end of the day, you have to pay your employees. Okay, so you have to develop products that will sell, that will pay the employees, and there again, you have only so much developmental power. I mean, you only have so many engineers, so many technicians, so many people that can actually do this stuff. So you have to, it's a balancing act. And most of these guys have a 2-year developmental cycle, meaning, let's go forward with this, starts 2 years from that point before you have look, this is a gold master. So
that's pretty quick. I mean, just as an example, it was probably 3 or 4 years ago. I think it was one of the last 12 talks we did. Derek was talking about, this new company or this company, they have digital surface mount, or they have surface mount components. Well, at the same show, reading a magazine talking about the Rockford Fosgate DSM amps that came out in the early 90s, late 80s. DSM, digital surface mount. So we're talking about it being new in 2021 or 2022 versus it was out in 1990.
Yeah, fans. 100%, Mark. Fans just want more and quicker. And trust me, I'm right there with you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when I find about stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, when is this? Like, is this 2 years? I gotta wait 2 years. Oh, it's like waiting for the next Star Wars.
Remember when we were on the first Unmasked?
Oh,
and then it took how many years for the Solo X to come out after that?
But COVID slowed that down. That
That was not their fault.
That gave Steve so much time to play with that woofer. So, and he did too, man. He had a blast, I think, building that woofer. But hey, it's cool. It's all good.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a cool song.
Okay, so since we're here, do me a favor and go to CE Outlook.
All right.
And there's a new product that is not new. It's just finally shipping. And I want to pull this up because I feel like I can do this here that I definitely can't do it in the news.
All right.
But it's by Truly.
And
they've been talking about this for like the last 2 years.
All right, where are we at?
So scroll down.
Maxonics.
Do this. Just go back up to the top and click on that first one right there where it says Maxonic announces change in leadership. Okay. So click on that.
Oh, geez.
What?
I clicked on the one. Here we go.
Yeah. Click that and then scroll down and then keep going and then you'll too far. Right past that it says packaging. So where it says previous article, just keep going through previous articles. I think it's like 3 or 4 articles back. Yeah. Okay. All right, and then scroll down, and then that seems interesting. All right, click it, and we'll go back one more. And keep a little bit further, and right there. Do stealth boxes. All right, keep going. One more. I think it's the one right after this.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, keep going. It's past the ad.
All right.
Gotta go right there. Oh, crap. Okay, keep
One
going.
more. All right.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Nope, keep going. Okay, it was farther back than I
Well,
thought.
listen, we're on an adventure here.
We are on an adventure. One more.
All right.
This is what I just don't. Oh, back up. All right,
This
there's
one right
your
here?
motorcycle game changer. Keep going.
All right. Let's keep going.
That's them telling you all the new
The
motorcycle. And
truly
look, there we
wireless
go.
hub.
Oh, and that motorcycle stuff looks sexy as shit too. Oh my god, that new amp that they just came out with,
Yeah.
that you'll get to see here in August. Oh, it's so pretty. It will not work in a car.
Oh.
It's not made for a car. It has like A to B input that only works on Harley A to B. So it's so sexy. Anyways, okay, let's take a look at this thing for a minute here. All right. Now this is a Bluetooth subwoofer enclosure. So you just hook up power, Bluetooth. Right? Sounds great, right? This is what everyone has been asking for. I wish I didn't have to install this. I could just pair to it and plug it into my car and everything would be great. All right. So let's go to that second paragraph where it says it's intended as a high quality amplifier enclosed subwoofer at $389.99, $3,899 for carpet
Unless
version,
you wanted it carpeted.
or $4,099 for a rugged model. Now, if you'd like to make it a ported version, there's an additional $1,450 or $1,650.
Oh my!
There's going to be a CarPlay / Android Auto kit available later. The Bluetooth kit is like $369 for the harness.
Yeesh.
Okay, so can I just say, are you fucking kidding me?
That is obscene, dude. That is
what?
For the ported enclosure. With the ruggedized ported enclosure, they could just go to you and have a whole system put in.
Yeah, that's fucking $5,750.
Oh my god!
Plus, you need the $369 piece. That is $6,000.
Wow.
For a magnet, or $369. Yeah, so Truly will offer the aux kit. Sorry, that's the aux kit. Is $369 if you need it. If you need an aux kit.
God.
So, fuck me. Like, holy shit balls.
Who's
like? Can we all understand that you could buy a copper amplifier? You could buy 2 Blackbirds. Like, you could buy a whole system.
That's not cheap.
That's not even realistic.
Well, and this coming from guys that justify high priced equipment often.
Yeah, maximum output is 135 dBs. I can fart 135 dBs.
That is.
Oh yes, it does have a DSP for alignment because it has Bluetooth. So you will need still one fucking channel DSP for a subwoofer. Like, dude, I can buy a DSP inside of a Dayton Audio amplifier for Bluetooth for I don't know, $35.
Yeah.
Fucking kidding me?
That's wow. Who's the market? I don't know.
I don't know who the market is. I really don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. Truly has come out with some, that subwoofer is super sexy.
Yeah.
Gately had 812s underneath the seat of his F-150 in a clear acrylic box that literally just it was so amazing. Like, and I'm just like, God, you just make the most amazing fucking stuff. Like, it was so sexy. I was just like blown away by it.
Yeah.
But fucking $4,000 for a 10-inch sub?
That's sealed. Sealed.
Yeah,
too.
Sealed. Like, huh?
Yeah, that's
fucking, and it's portable. What do I need a portable? What am I doing with this?
Take it to
Where
the
am
beach.
I going?
Just play the subwoofer, no speakers. The subwoofer only on the beach.
Yeah, I mean, what am I? What like? I don't know.
The Walt 20 amp hour batteries or something.
It's got a Neo battery in it, or a lithium battery. Sorry.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. There's going to be somebody that will want one. 100%.
Yeah, people with a Ferrari or Lamborghini that doesn't want to touch the system, but wants.
Oh, who knows? Who knows? I mean, and there again, the concept is sound. Yeah. It's not a bad idea. It's a great idea. It's just, are you fucking kidding me? Like, and don't get me wrong. there's somebody out there for every product that's made. Okay, 100%. I'm not knocking that. That's a very, very specific customer.
You know what hits me the worst though is not just the price of the sub. That's what it is. That you have to pay $14.50 to $16.50 to get it ported.
Yeah,
Like, what's the kit?
I don't know.
Wow, that's I did not see that one coming.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that's very expensive.
All right, hold on. I have a 2023 Camry JBL package. I'm going with the Pack Amp Pro to my Helix DSP with Toslink. Okay. How do I get the distortion volume of my head unit to set my gains? Did not read manual. You don't. It's a DSP. There's no distortion coming from the head unit. It's a Toslink. You turn it up all the way. The DSP, when you have a DSP, the DD1 and all that stuff, that kind of goes out the window. There's a distortion light built into the amplifier software.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in the software. So
this is like a line output converter question.
Yeah,
like an old school one. Yeah,
this is not like your standard. When you do DSP like this, it is not like a normal thing. There is no distortion coming out of your radio. It's going into the Amp Pro. That isn't to say the radio is going to sound like the most amazing thing on the planet, because you are doing some weird stuff, but there is a clip light inside of the software that will turn on to tell you if you're gone too far. But now, see, that's why DSP amplifiers are so cool, or so much cooler than DSPs that go into amplifiers, because at that point you do have to worry about setting the gains on the amplifiers. But I would strongly suggest leaving the gains on the amplifiers all the way down and letting the DSP deliver the voltage into them, because most of these DSPs put out like 10 volts, which is way more than a standard amplifier needs. So adjust your gains in the DSP and leave the amplifiers alone. Makes setting things up like this so much easier. So
pro tip.
Yeah. I can't, like, when we're doing DSP, there's the gain is like, doesn't exist. Like on the Arc Audio amps, there's peak lights all across the bottom of the amplifier that are active, like real time active all the time. And you're just looking at those. That there's a light somewhere in one of the corners that's blinking to tell you what the hell's going on. Audio Control has one. I mean, most DSPs have some form of a peak light indicator built into them, so you won't have to be doing any 4,000 hertz, 1,000 hertz type crap playing it. Just you'll see it while you're tuning the system when things are like, whoa, damn.
Let's go.
So, it's cool.
A lot of amps have it built in now too, which is great.
Yeah. Wow, Rockford T2500, fucking awesome amplifier,
dude. And 2 4 channels.
Yeah,
Jared, do you need a big 1504? Send me an email. That thing's under my bed. I need it gone.
No, I need the 2500 and the 1004.
Yeah, the smaller, the one that size matches it.
Yeah. That's cool. I don't need them. I don't want them.
Yeah.
I just want them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't want them in my life, but I want them in my life. But they will never do anything, so I don't want them in my life, because they'll just sit there. And
that's exactly this T15 1004. It's like, oh, this is cool. I always wanted one of these, and I got it, and I'm like, oh, this is really cool.
Yeah,
it's really big. I'll never install anything, and I can't even fit it in here really comfortably. So it's under my bed,
and it's blue, right?
It's silver.
Oh, is it silver?
No, that one, the one Derek has, is painted blue. This one's factory mint silver. It's not the black color, but it's mint condition silver.
Right.
With the cover. I mean, it is absolutely mint, but it's huge. Like you couldn't even fit in a compact vehicle.
I understand. It's okay. But anyways, I thought that was funny. The Truly
Yeah.
thing. I was like,
That's
I was prepping for tomorrow's news, and I was like,
that's like some home audio prices.
dude, that I don't even know. Great guys. Listen, the Truly
Yeah.
guys are really nice. They sell like 2 products. They sell a 10 and a 6, and they're working on like a 15.
Yeah.
And now they have these things, and everything they make is super expensive. And it's like, okay, cool. And there will be a client out there at some point that maybe they have a Urus or something where this would be totally cool for.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what it's going to be, a high-end customer,
oh,
obviously.
it's
Gotta
beyond
be.
a high end
Yeah.
customer, but
It's not someone coming into your shop trying to get a deck and 4 for $1,100.
See, I'm not even holding on to it for the right car.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's just gonna sit there. I just want to own it, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to wean out the owning thing. Like, I have that set of TI3 Phoenix Gold amplifiers, brand new in the
Mhm.
box, never been hooked up. A mono and a 4-channel. I would love to get rid of those because they're just taking up space. And I'm
Yeah.
not a Phoenix Gold fan. They're
I
just
just
sitting there.
my second thing is I also will collect these things like, oh, this would be a great video. I can tell the story of this. And it's like, and then that's the reason I'm holding on to it now. It's like, yeah, I mean, you made a video in like 6 months. So
Yeah, maybe.
yeah.
I don't know. I got a lot of stuff I don't want anymore.
Yeah, well, yeah, me too. I've got a OG stroker 15. It's like, yeah, I wanted to make a video on it, talk about the history of the strokers and
Yeah, it's cool.
maybe the case of it being the greatest subwoofer of all time.
Yeah.
Just because it stood the test of time, but here we are and haven't done nothing with it.
No. And that's the thing. Like, some of these things are really big. Like, amplifiers are typically small.
Yeah.
Which is cool, but it's still like, I don't know. There's just so much. It's like, I don't know. There's more. There's other things I would rather have.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, what it's getting to. So
yeah, it's
nice.
I had the collector's itch for a very long time. I don't have that no more, but I haven't got the itch to actually take the stuff out, test it, and post it for sale either.
Right.
Because that's the other hard part.
Right.
Like, I don't have an emotional attachment to it, but
Right.
I don't want to sell something that's defective, so I want to take it out, test it, but I haven't got that step. That's the next step of the addiction, getting rid of it all.
Yeah, I feel like Derek has probably an obscene amount of just useless shit that,
I've been working on for years. He's finally purging out.
Is he?
A lot of it? Yeah. My mantra to him that I told him I want him to write it on chalkboard like Bart Simpson is vintage car audio is not an investment.
Oh, it's not. I think the only thing he has that I think would be cool, is that big Crown amplifier.
Dude, he has so many big, huge, cool amps. Like,
I know. But to me, that is like,
yeah, the thing's awesome.
Yeah, that's the coolest thing he's got. Like,
yeah,
I would like, out of all of the things he has, that would be the one thing I would be like, how much?
That thing's got good warnings about hooking it up.
Oh, I don't want to hook it up.
Yeah.
My
buddy had. Do you remember the big Sony, the 2000 watt?
No.
I don't know.
I mean, I think he showed it before, but
he has shown it before.
Yeah.
One of our other buddies had two, and I mean, those things are huge, dude. They're like as big as that T1504, but like stacked on top 3.
Oh yeah, they're gigantic.
And it's like, I mean, it's crazy. It's wild days back then.
Yeah. No, I think, like I said, the Crown is really the only one of those that I would be like, that's cool.
Yeah.
So there's the Crown. So there's 2 amplifiers that are big like that I think would be really neat to have. Would be the Crown and the Tony D'Amore Rockford amplifier.
Yeah.
The big fucker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those 2 would be neat to have. But I'm also not going to go out of my way to try to find one and or pay for it, because that's like, why, what do I need it for? What am I going to do with it?
Yeah, that's
it's
exactly.
just, it's artwork, but it's not,
Yes, it's cool in person. I'll say that.
Oh, for sure.
know,
That's why I would be like, that would be neat. That's a conversation piece,
yeah. It's like
But
seeing at one of the old school meets, someone installed in like a Fiat or something the Clarion 32-inch subwoofer on the old Zapcode, like the 3-piece 150-watt amp.
right.
Dude, it was so cool to see, and it was actually impressive for what it was. And dude, I hadn't seen one of those in the wild since the 90s. And in the 90s, I only seen one of them in the wild ever.
Right.
Installed anyways, but
Right. Yeah. Brad has obviously some of the original Arc Audio stuff, circuit boards and amplifiers and stuff like that he has sitting behind him at work. And I'm like, oh, that would be cool.
yeah.
That'd be cool. I like big shit, which takes up way too much room. But
I like subwoofers, unfortunately, because they take up way too much room.
yeah,
Like the
But
JBL.
I would never do anything with a speaker. I mean, so which one, 2500 or the 2500 Arc? That's a tough call. I mean, I know he has a Blackbird, so obviously I'd be leaning toward the X2 2500 just
Yeah.
because it would match better. I mean, the T2500 is what, 20 years old now, 25 years old now.
Yeah.
So, it's a collector's item at this point.
Still buy one.
If you put it in your car, you can get a collector's tag.
Yeah.
It's yeah, it's a tough call. I was thinking about that the other day, going, hey guys, do you guys have like a 2500 laying around? What do you need it for? Nothing.
I have it. Yeah.
It'd be neat.
Yeah. Well, there's options now. Back in the day, that 2500 was the biggest amp ever.
Yeah.
Now you can get that amount of power for like $300 or something, which is obscene. Yeah, well, that's for sure. But
fire-breathing dragons,
people love it for whatever reason.
Like that dude that blew up that JP amplifier twice, caught it on fire twice, only to realize that, oh, one of my subs was shorted out.
Oh god,
so stupid,
dude! I've burned up. So I had this hurt so bad too. They were the Kef coaxial bookshelves.
Yeah.
And I bought an amp off eBay, and I was testing it, and I heard some static in the channel. Dude, while I was messing with that, the right channel, straight DC. It smoked that speaker. I was like, oh my god! It was a cheap ass Rockford Fosgate amp from like 1990.
Oh, screw that!
Like, oh my god! I mean, it was a cool.
So I will say this: I got some time to talk to Wayne while we were there, and it was really cool because we were talking about like when he worked at Orion and when he worked at Rockford and some of the people he knew, and that was really fun. Like him just like telling stories about those guys, and how he still talks to some of them, and I'm like, wow, that's so cool,
As far as like people I met from the industry from back that far, Wayne he's been so cool, man. Him and his wife have been
awesome.
Dude,
they're so nice people.
Yeah.
Like she's such a sweetheart.
Oh,
I mean, and the two of them together, it's just like two little teenage kids. It is so funny.
Yeah.
It is so funny how goofy they are together. Oh my gosh. They get up in the morning, they go for their walk together.
Yeah.
And then, they both show up and she's dropping them off for school. He's like, I'm dropping them off for school. I'm going to go hang out with my sister. Yeah. It was so funny. But no, they're both so cool. Tons of history there. It's so fun. Like
Yeah.
it was great. He had such a fun time. And it was funny too because he was like, "No, you guys should do 110 in that box." And Shade just like, "No. My 2 6s will sound better." And he's like, "I don't know, the numbers look like the 10." He goes, "I don't care." And then when Wayne heard that, like we
Yeah.
went out there, because he's like, "Can I hear it?" And we're like, "Yeah." Because like for the first time at Mobile Solutions, we literally had it in and playing on day 2. That has never happened at all, ever. I had the amp. I came in day 2 morning and put the amp in the car, built all the amp racks, the fuse holder, the whole 9 yards. It was all set and ready to go. And then by the end of the day, he had the sub done, so we had it in playing. All we had to do was finish the box. But Wayne was like, "Can I hear it?" I'm like, "Sure, come on out." And he was like, "Holy shit!" And then this thing was like dropping like so low, like it was crazy. And so you're just like, boom.
Dude,
It's like,
I think so Chris Walters, who's sometimes in chat, we
yeah.
were in South Carolina at a meet, and he had, at the time I didn't know this, but like 2 of these Sundown SA 6.5s
Mm-hmm.
in a single cab.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, it was in a center console, but he fabricated so nicely, it just looked like a regular center console. I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
And when I heard the bass, I was like, Jesus, what do you like? Where's the subwoofer? It's like it legit. It sounded like he could have possibly had a 15 in there. And he's like, "Oh, it's 2 6.5s down firing right here."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, that's impressive."
Yeah. No, it was definitely cool. Oh no, like I said, Wayne, yes, it was. It was very fun talking with Wayne.
Yeah,
Because he just got a bunch of cool stories and he's very humble. He's very humble. Like
mhm,
he
yeah,
he talks about the stuff like, he talks about it in a way that you're just like, that's so cool, and it's just
yeah,
neat. And he did talk about, how he's working on the Hearst and stuff like that. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to take this class, because he's never fabbed anything before. And so he's like, he's got 3D printer, and he was like, "I just went out and bought a 3D printer, and I
yeah.
bought this. I don't know how to use any of them." They're like, "Okay."
I feel like he's the type of guy though that once he decides he wants to do it, he'll pick it up very quickly,
Oh yeah, I
and
mean,
then
Jesus
really
Christ,
excel at it.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, he's super smart. I mean, he's
yeah,
a super smart guy. Um, but the box we built was ported, downfiring ported. Ported was out the passenger side, downfiring underneath the seat, and it was like 0.8 cubic feet. It was the smallest freaking box ever. Like it was tiny, and it was. I mean, it was a pain in the ass to build, but I didn't have to build it, so I don't care.
yeah.
I just was like, "You're doing this wrong." My contribution to the box was the front panel. I had to design the stupid I'm running a single 6-inch sub in my concrete mixer ported box. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Hey,
Fuck yeah.
I built a box for the Savard High Q 6.5, and it was pretty impressive.
The last time I had 6s was when like 1993. I had a Mitsubishi Eclipse. I had 2 XTR 6s on a 420 GT Orion.
Ooh.
That was it. That was the last time I ever did 6s. Fernando rocked the 6-inch in his car for a long time. He had two Scar 6s for a long time, and then I think we played with the Ground Zero 6.5 for a minute. I did blow that one up, but we got another one.
Yeah.
But
the first 6.5 system I heard was late 1990s. There was a brand called Elemental Designs.
Okay.
They were a direct to consumer brand. The first one that I ever remember, to be honest with you.
Right.
And they had all their box designs online. They would do like online help if you needed to help box building. But my buddy bought 2 of the 6.5s, and they consulted him on how to build the box, and he had it in a Geo Metro.
Oh yeah, baby.
And dude, let me tell you, when he pulled up, I was like, "Dang, what you got in there?" He's like,
Yeah.
I got a couple 6.5s." Like, what?
One of the things that Wayne talked about, which was interesting, was some of these subwoofers have been in production for a very long time.
Yeah.
Like he was talking about he said no brand in specific, but when you look at like some of these JL Audio woofers, they've been around for a very long time. Some of these Rockford woofers, they've been around for a very long time. And the problem with that is they don't ever go back and change their teal small parameters. So what happens is as these woofers get to be 5, 10, 15 years old, when they published those teal small parameters back then, the woofer was probably that. But even though it's the same woofer, it's probably changed 10 times. And those numbers aren't correct anymore.
That's funny.
And it was like, oh shit, I never thought of that. He's like, yeah, because I mean they changed the basket, they changed the spider, the cone material gets changed, some things get discontinued, they just fix the woofer to do what it needs to do. It could be a different bobbin manufacturer. There's a ton of different things. The spider could be different, made out of a different material, just painted the same color. And so you never really know, are these real? Are these the real teal small parameters for this actual woofer? That's why sometimes you'll get an older woofer that's current and it won't be right.
Yeah. Well, the good thing, Cornut had mentioned that not all ported boxes are created equal and they make a difference. But I almost made a video, and this is a free video idea for anybody who wants to do it, was that I was going to say box building is like horseshoes. Close enough is usually good enough.
Yeah, for sure. And I agree with that.
Yeah.
But it's always, there are the group of people that will,
they want to optimize fully.
Yeah.
It's the same people that set their DD1 for their tweeters. You know what I'm saying? They do it on their tweeters.
Yeah.
That's the same people.
Yeah, I was gonna say that as you beat me to it. It's like you can turn those down. No, man. You got to go play them until the light turns on.
Yeah.
Turn them down, please.
Oh, they were aghast when you said zero gain. They were aghast earlier.
Oh yeah.
They just didn't say it. They're gonna watch this later and be aghast.
No, it's fine. It's fine. And they can say I'm crazy. I don't care. I've tuned way more systems than most of them will ever tune in their lifetime.
Yeah.
So I'll do that in a week.
I have this crazy thing where people that are experts in the field, I try to listen to them and gain some knowledge from what they're doing.
Well, I have the perfect line for that this week because I had somebody say something to me that I was just totally like,
yeah.
So we were doing a backup camera in a Jeep, and if anybody saw Instagram, they saw me talk about it. And the customer said, where he wanted the camera, we couldn't do. And I was trying to explain to him where he wanted it. It wasn't going to work. He says, well, I know you're the expert in this, but I just don't agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I go, that's the most, in my head, I go, that's the most offhanded comment I've ever heard. Because when you're the expert and you don't want to listen to us, that's some like 2025 bullshit that's going on right now where it's like, people that actually know what the fuck is going on are telling you something and you're stupid enough to be like, yeah, I'm just not going to listen to you. And it's like, you're dumb.
Yeah. Why are you here?
So then it was like, I just had one question for him. So luckily I got it out of him and he answered it. And then after that, I was done with the conversation and he just kept talking. And I just kind of walked away from the phone that Paul was holding.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm done with this conversation. I don't really have anything else to say to this guy because, he's already said his piece. He doesn't want to listen to what I have to say. So sure as fuck don't want to listen to the fictitious world that this guy's living in.
Yeah.
That can kiss my butt.
That's one of the YouTube channels I watch is called Hogue Law, and he does law pertaining to video games and stuff like that. But one of my favorite things that he says is reasonable minds can differ.
Yeah.
Unreasonable minds cannot differ. And if they're unreasonable, anything you say is against them and it's a personal affront.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, I just as I get older, I just look at it and go, I don't really have the patience for this.
It's like I don't have time to argue with anything about anything. Like if you started arguing with me, I'll be like, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you're right.
It's not that important to me.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not going to hold anything at you. You're right.
Well, I had already come up with a solution to the problem. I just needed to know if he did something specific. But then he went down a different tangent, and then he said that, and I was like,
Yeah. Hey.
You know, I love it when people try to tell me how to do my job, though. That's the best one. Well, all you need to do is, and I go, all right, well, since you have it figured out,
Yeah.
you
Go
can
ahead
do
and,
it.
go ahead and get it done. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's actually not how it works. So, but that's
Well,
okay. You
I
seem
used
to
to be
have
an installer.
the
I just
knowledge.
don't have time to do it.
No,
But I'm going to sit here and watch you do it.
no. I mean, I've had guys, you know, like there's a lot of fiction going on in the world right now, and so both
Yeah.
good and bad, and it's like it's falling and it's starting to bleed out into other places where it's like this isn't how it works.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey.
I mean, we could do that, and there'll be problems because guess what? You're not the first guy to ask me to do this. When we did it last time, it did this. So expecting the outcome to be any different is kind of stupid.
You know whose fault this is?
No.
Nintendo and Sega.
Oh, is it?
You know, back in the days, you know, Nintendo people hated Sega people hated Nintendo people. And
I
it
think
just
it goes back a little bit further than that.
and then it just started going more.
I don't know where the disbelief in believing somebody, like, I just laugh at that because, like, you know, if you're talking to a structural engineer that's designing your house and he's like, look,
Yeah.
there needs to be a beam there or the roof's going to fall in, and you go, yeah, no, I want a second opinion. It's like,
Yeah.
what do you, yeah, okay, don't put the beam in. I mean, just
Yeah.
go with God. Okay, cool. That's all I needed to know.
Yeah.
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 It's
Hey,
like,
well.
all right. Yeah. Rock on, bitch.
With that being said, we're next week. Are we good next week?
Oh yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I got
The week after we're not because I'll
Okay.
be out of town, but I'm leaving
Thank-
Friday,
wow.
but I'll be here Thursday. So
Oh, fantastic.
so
Whatever you need, man.
yeah, we'll be here next week. If you want to hear more nonsense, we watched a documentary, a short and sweet documentary. It was actually different than I thought, so it'll
I
be
don't
interesting.
remember which one it was.
Trainwreck: The Real Project X.
Oh, yes. Okay, good.
Yeah, a little bit different. So I do have some thoughts on that.
Yes, it was totally different.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
See y'all next week.
See ya.